Can you tell me what we're doing today? Olivia, what are we
Disney
doing?
cruise.
Are you excited? How excited are you? That excited?
Hello and welcome to our big whopper of a video. This is the 3-day cruise summary video
Of the Disney Dream
Halloween on the high seas. Thought you were gonna say it with me.
Nope, you did a voice. It was fun. It was great.
So this is the whole trip. We go through everything that we did, essentially a 3-day itinerary with a 4-year-old. So it's out of Miami.
This one was out of Miami.
This one's out of Miami. So we got there, and then immediately you have to do a COVID test once you get on site.
But this is the last week.
Right. You talk about it here.
We are waiting 25 minutes, they said, and they'll email us once the COVID test comes through. So had we been sailing next week, we wouldn't have had to do COVID tests. So this is like the last week of doing multiple COVID tests on kids that are 5 and under.
Didn't take long. Took like 15 minutes instead of 25, and we were out of there. And then you get to check in, and then you walk on the cruise ship.
They announce you. They ask your name, and then they announce you, and everybody claps. And I could get used to walking into a room like that. It's immediately beautiful.
It's gorgeous when you walk in, and they had all their Halloween stuff out, all their fall decorations, Halloween on the high seas.
But truly, even if you look at like the walls, the carpet, like everything had not only has hidden Mickeys, but is so beautiful.
Yeah, and very well done. I mean, Disney is always very good about decoration.
The
We were obsessed with
chandeliers.
that
I love the
chandelier.
chandelier. Look at the Mickeys on it. It's so beautiful.
And there were characters there. When we got on, Mickey was waving down. Later, there's Goofy and Donald waving down.
This is a Disney Dream.
Disney Dream, please welcome aboard Oscar and...
The best thing about any Disney employee, and the cruise was no exception, they're always kind and helpful. You can ask
We're not
anyone and they
moving.
will help you.
Look, they don't know what they're talking about. We don't leave till 4:30.
I was right, and they were wrong.
Hi, Goofy. Hi, Goofy.
Where are we going?
So immediately we had to go to the Oceaneers Club because that's what Olivia was super hyped to do. And
We did have lunch before.
We did get lunch before at the concierge luncheon thing. The thing about getting straight to the Oceaneers Club when on embarkation day is that it's an open house, so you can't drop the kids off yet.
So you can go.
You can go check it out. You're supposed to walk through it, make sure it's safe for your kids. And they had this awesome hand washing.
I want one of these. It sanitizes and washes your hands in like this 10-second period.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Especially like having kids like use soap. Sometimes they don't really use
They
it.
have each kid do it. So Olivia was super excited to get in here and play. And then
So were you?
Yeah, well, no, it was cool. Look at the Millennium Falcon and R2-D2. I'm hyped about that. But she was bummed that we could not drop her off. So you couldn't drop her off until 4:30, and we were on the boat at like noon.
And you get this magic band. So they help a little locking device so that the kid can't get it off really.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to have it on. What's cool is it's also a tracker. I acknowledge it sounds kind of creepy, but it's a tracker
And
for
they know
them.
when you pick them up, they know which room they're in, so they can go grab them.
Or
real
like,
quick.
God forbid, your kid like runs away.
Yeah.
You can find them. Fun little things like this throughout the show.
You got it!
Right.
Nice job!
So we finally got to drop her off, and it went really well. She loved it.
Wash your hands.
They were still doing an open house on the other side, though, so she only got to stay on this side, which she was kind of bummed about.
The pools on this ship were beautiful, shaped like Mickey's, but just so nice. Like family friendly.
This lady's butt is right by your head.
I turned around like her butt was just directly there.
And this was their big slide, the Aqua Duck. It goes around the whole boat. I didn't get any footage of it because they wouldn't let me take my GoPro on.
But it was so fun and Olivia loved it. And the
this-
kids can go on it, they just have to be a certain height, and then like she could ride it but with one of us.
Right. And this is the private concierge deck. It has a hot tub and drinks and stuff, and it's a lot quieter. You
We
can
did a
chill up there.
whole separate video on the concierge lounge level, so you should check that out.
Yes, you should. And then we went to dinner on this first day.
This was one of the restaurants, and they
Right.
book it for you. You don't
Right,
have
they
to
book
figure out
it.
where
You're on a
gonna go.
rotation. You go to all the restaurants so that everyone's not trying to get into stuff and nothing's overbooked. It was really pretty.
And your waiter goes with you to each restaurant, so you have the same waiter, which I love.
Same waiter. So we're definitely cruising at this point. The food was really good. This is, I think, maybe my least favorite restaurant, but the food was still incredible. I got not a good crust on that, but the flavor was really good on the steak.
Overall, the Disney cruise, honestly, the food
The
everywhere.
food, yes,
was
better
good.
than the Royal Caribbean cruise that we went on for sure. And the desserts were always,
Nami.
yeah, really, really good. So they have these big events,
Kind of like shows.
and they get packed. packed.
Quickly.
Like, there are a ton of people there. So we didn't stay for the whole thing, so we kind of got the boat to ourselves because most people were there watching that pumpkin tree show.
Which I'm sure was wonderful, but like the crowd, I couldn't.
was
So
a
if people
lot
are
of
wondering
people.
if cruises are starting to fill back up, the answer is yes.
Yes, they are. They do have puppet golf on here.
It was a little too windy for us.
Everything was all locked up, I think, at this point, but she found a golf ball, which
A rogue
she
golf ball, which we throw around.
ceremoniously throws across.
It's like breaking the champagne bottle.
She kept wanting to dance in the elevators, I think, because of all the mirrors.
Yes, and the music. That's another cool thing.
Disney
Disney
music
music plays everywhere,
If
but
you
not
hate
at like
Disney,
an annoying.
do not go on this cruise.
Well, that's a good rule of thumb for sure. Anything Disney, but like it's playing at a level that you can hear, which is cool, but it's not overwhelming.
Our stateroom attendant was really good about
was the
having the
best.
bed turned down for Olivia at night and then putting it up in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep on the Disney dream?
Like a dream.
Like what?
Olivia slept so hard.
She
every
crashed
night.
every
she slept
night.
so hard.
Mornings at the concierge.
So this is the concierge. They opened at 7 in the morning.
And what's cool about concierge level, again, watch the video, but like push and pull, who knows? There's coffee in the morning. You don't want to have to go to a restaurant right away. Boop out, get some coffee, go back to your room.
And then a continental breakfast with just cheeses and pastries and
Like
the
juice and
donut
stuff.
holes.
Oh, and there's milk for kids.
and
milk and
Mickey-shaped
juice.
sugar cubes.
They also do a lunchtime there. They do dinner, and they do like snacks and drinks at night.
Right. So this is on our way to breakfast. She wanted to do a little dance break.
Listen, it's a good rule of thumb for me as a parent. When Olivia says, "Will you dance with me?" I don't care
Always
where we
say
are.
yes.
I do not care who's around. I will do it.
Here's another extravagant entrance where
It was
everyone's
overwhelming.
like, hello.
We were like one of the first tables too, so literally all the servers were there. But the food here was good.
You don't have your waiter for breakfast, so breakfast is not
Whoever is on
part of
staff.
the rotation. You can go wherever you want for breakfast.
You can order into your room.
Breakfast was my least favorite meals. I don't really like breakfast anyway.
I do.
This is something that you had to sign up for. This is called the Royal Gathering.
Which
It was
good daddy
complimentary
did.
with concierge, and it's really cool because it's a private, a quote-unquote private meeting, but there's not a huge line for it because you had to sign up for it, and Olivia loved
And there
getting
were
some
4
one-on-one time
princesses.
with the princesses.
Oh my gosh. 4 princesses. They were all wonderful. You kind of went down the line. The photo pass is there to make sure you get all your stuff, and you can take your own pictures too. But
Yeah, and they'll use your phone too. You don't have to use their cameras.
the princesses were wonderful.
Tiana was the best, I think. She was really good. So after that and after breakfast, we go to Disney's
Here we
private
are,
island.
Castaway Key.
Castaway K, Castaway
It's
Cove.
spelled K, but it's pronounced Key.
Key. Oh.
It was a really hot day. It was a short day. We weren't there for very long. But we had a pretty good time. Olivia had a meltdown. But other than that,
How are we all doing today?
Good. How are you?
We're doing very well.
she was so excited to see him, but she just was,
I think when
she got the yips.
she
Contemplating it.
She is.
She was so hyped to meet you, Captain Jack.
I have the effect on people. Some become even speechless when they meet me.
Natural.
You.
There it is. There we go.
Right over there, right?
So on the private island day, you can't drop your kid off on the ship because the Oceaneers Club staff are here on the island. And this is where you can drop them off.
called Scuttle's Cove.
Yeah.
I got a pina colada. He got a strawberry daiquiri. I have a brain freeze.
Bit of a walk to the adult private area.
A bit. But there's a tram apparently. Also, we're on a landing strip.
Wow, look at all these adults. Well, literally as soon as we got to the adult beach.
The adult only beach. We walked all the way down there. Literally dipped our toe in the water, and I got a message saying Olivia's ready to be picked up from Scuttle's Cove.
To the beach!
Feels so good.
She did not love the salt water in her eyes. Who does?
Yeah, and there were a lot of people there.
There were 3 lunch restaurant options when you're there.
An adult's only one and then 2 others. And the food was really good.
Yeah, barbecue, yummy.
Yeah.
Buffet style self-serve.
She loved going in this specific elevator because it had the drawings, the paintings on the wall.
Dumbo. Incredible. Violet and Dash. Miss Incredible.
Donald.
Donald. A bird. Mickey and Goofy.
Yeah.
So this is another slide that you can go on for. It's actually only for little kids under a certain height. She loved it. She went on that one a ton.
Yeah, so after we were done at the beach pretty soon and we just came back to the boat and played, and it was a smart decision because the boat was empty. Like
Olivia,
there was not very many people on the boat.
Olivia will find a friend anywhere, so she'll walk up to a little kid and be like, do you want to be my friend? And then they'll run around and play together. That was the little Finding Nemo area you could play in splash pad on the ship.
They had these cool little portals on the ground so you could like stand over open air.
We're in a hot tub here that's just out by the pool.
do you want some of that?
And here are some yum snacks. Again, Liv is a huge sucker for a marshmallow.
That's
Anytime.
not a marshmallow.
Magic word.
It's an Oreo Nutella covered cookie. So they had a huge catalog of movies that you could watch. It wasn't Disney Plus, but they had a long list of Disney movies you could click on and watch. So Olivia would come back and watch some old ones and have a sip of Diet Coke.
She wanted it in a fancy glass.
So it was Halloween on the high seas, so the Sanderson sisters got to come out and play, and they were really great. The line wasn't too bad, and Olivia loved seeing them.
She's a big Hocus Pocus fan. We all are, but this was like...
Because we came back early, all the activities were empty.
We're here at karaoke, and I don't know if we're even going to be able to have a chance to get up.
Olivia found a little friend, her name was Mia, and they sang Frozen together.
Sang Let It Go. It was fantastic. Olivia knew all the words. Like, homie can't read yet. But
Yeah, she can't read.
She knows all the words.
She did know all the words. She did a
knew the
really
timing of
good
the music.
job.
Yeah.
She had a good time with it. She's definitely our daughter.
So proud of her.
And then we all got a chance to go up, and then I did a song from Aladdin, and Louise did The Little Mermaid.
The little kid.
It was
gets
just
into it.
really fun and really easy, and there was just like 6 other people there, and they didn't sing.
Yeah, there was like one person from every family that maybe got up. But we love karaoke. We can't. Any chance we get.
Yeah.
Let's hear, you know what you do. Come on, 1, 2, 3,
Superstar!
And she loves Bad Guy a lot.
I acknowledge that part of that Billie Eilish song is not appropriate, but she only knows some of the words. Like, duh.
This was my favorite character interaction that she had.
With Captain
Favorite
Hook?
meet and greet. Yeah, they did such a good job with her. She was second in line. We waited for it, and she is so into pirate stuff.
When she goes, it's fake.
And they're like, what? Fake hand? No way.
It was great.
She loved it. He was so good.
Thank you,
He's such a
Captain
good
Hook.
Captain Hook. So right after that, we went to the Bippity Boppity Boutique for Pirates Night. We did a whole video on this. That's why we're zipping through it fast. And then we dropped off at the Oceaneers Club, and we got a date night.
Where is Olivia?
That the kids.
So she didn't really like going to dinner. She ate like 3 French fries. So
Oh, thanks.
they, do, they take your drinks when you come in,
They
and they
will.
bring them to your table.
Yeah, they don't just toss them. But that was cool about the concierge level. You could bring a drink with
Yeah. I mean, you could do that if you got a drink from anywhere, but it was a drink that came with the concierge, which is nice. And this food at this restaurant, the Royal Palace, was really
you. Really
good.
enjoyed my salmon, whipped mashed potatoes, so
Look what we
yum.
came back
And
to
every
after
night they
being
had,
in
not
Greece.
only for us one night, but for Olivia every night, she had like a little
And
animal.
they did
of-
special frozen sheets for her.
She was very excited.
She
about that.
loved sleeping in those. And then they did fireworks. We did not go to the main deck because it was super crowded, but
'Cause
you
we
could
could've-
see these from our balcony.
What is the name of the villain?
And this is the next day. We did not get off the ship at the Bahamas. Instead, we stayed on board, and I went and did a trivia, which I crushed.
No one is surprised. I worked out, and Andrew was really excited about trivia.
And this is Stitch heading to the Oceaneers Club to play with Olivia.
They made-
did a slime lab.
yeah,
And then Disney music trivia, which I thought we did really well at.
we
but
got
there are
35
some-
out of 40.
There's some Disney people.
Like more than one person got them all correct.
This is her princess transformation. This is also included in the Bippity Boppity Boutique video.
I'd been wanting to take Olivia there the first time we went to Disney World when she was 2, the second time when she was 4, and both times because of COVID it was still closed. And so the fact that it was open, we did it twice.
The concierge is so good with her. They were all so sweet with her.
Now that meatloaf does not look good. But it was very good.
This is Cabanas. This is the kind of buffet restaurant.
Right
on
off the
board.
pools.
It's always open during the day and the evening. Not like open all night. But they had lots of food. The food was really good.
You expect it to be like cafeteria style, but it's
It was
delicious.
much better. And then attached to it is a specialty bakery that's based off of
Wreck-It Ralph.
Sugar Rush, the game from Wreck-It Ralph.
Vanellope. And Olivia loves this.
Yeah,
movie.
she's obsessed with Wreck-It Ralph. And they had all these really affordable fancy cupcakes. $4.50 for that cupcake from Disney?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
seriously.
And like popcorn was $3. Surprisingly, everything on board, they didn't try to price gouge you, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, it's the space that you would think one would be a monopoly of
Right. They could
trying
have
to-
charged $9.99 for that cupcake. I would have bought it.
Right.
And then there's a full theater where we hung out and watched some of Hocus Pocus.
It's very come and go, like it's okay. You're not freaking out like, oh, I ruined the movie for someone.
And this was something else that I had to book separately, and it was expensive for Olivia. It was cheap for me and Louise, but the kids, they charge a lot. But this is the Royal Tea.
Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Welcome, welcome, honoured guests and most royal majesty.
Now presenting Your Royal Highness Olivia of the Disney Dream.
Princess Olivia, what an honour it is to have you with us.
But they make her feel so special, and that's just my favorite part. Like, they make her feel like a princess. They give her a doll. That's why it was expensive. She got a purse. She got a crown. She got, like, that bow in her hair.
Yeah, and they really make her the star of this whole thing. And they had a show and a skit, and they sang songs. It was just a really put together thing that really made all the kids feel really special.
And a whole slew of waiters bringing out each course.
This is not tea, it is apple juice, which is why she enjoys it.
Mine was real tea, and I enjoyed it as well.
Mine was real tea, and I hated it.
You didn't even try it.
I tried it, it was gross.
Lots of yummy treats.
Of course, the marshmallows were the first thing that Olivia goes for.
With the tongs, which I thought was
insistent
adorable.
on using the tongs.
Because fancy. What I love also, these cups. Did you see her twist-on lid cup? That's important.
All the restaurants had special
All
cups
the
for
restaurants
kids.
had those plastic cups.
So each princess comes around and tells their story from their movie, and they stop at all the tables and
Interact with the kids.
And then they come around again for a special one-on-one interaction, which was just worth the price, in my opinion, because you do not get that anymore at the parks.
A writer just like Eugene?
Named after Eugene.
I like both. They both suit him.
And then they get a one-on-one interaction at the end, a picture, and the price includes an autograph book and a huge photo frame.
And a bracelet and a necklace.
This was our last dinner at the Animator's Palette, which is a really cool restaurant. This is our waiter. He was awesome. He was with us every night.
Alwyn was fantastic. He was wonderful. He
Always
was
had
knowledgeable.
Chocolate milk sitting out for Olivia, which he really never came to dinner, but it was there.
We
took it back to her.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I don't know if you're familiar with Turtle Talk with Crush from the Disney parks, but this is essentially that, except it's live, and he goes to all these screens around at the different tables, and he interacts with all the tables.
The food was fantastic.
I
Andrew
got two of those.
2 fillets.
They were really, really good.
And we were sitting here,
exhausted on
just
day
us.
3.
Yeah, day 3 we're tired, but we were playing spades and just chilling.
So this is the Halloween night. So they had a big Halloween spectacular special on the main deck.
I will say the music was
so crowded.
And the music was insanely loud, like uncomfortably loud for me.
Yeah. So we left this early and went straight to trick-or-treating.
They give you a little bag. Hocus Pocus 2!
And they give out a ton of candy. Like, they fill your bag up.
I think there were 4 or 5 stops through the restaurant, the buffet restaurant, and they gave us handfuls each time.
This was Olivia's fairy godmother from the Bippity Boppity Boutique. She recognized her. And that's it. And this is the final day. You just kind of hang out, wait for your disembarkation time. We went to a slow and easy breakfast.
And it was early. They had an early morning breakfast for us.
And Olivia had a little bit of a, I don't want to leave, I'm too tired situation.
Right.
And then you stand in this short little line that the concierge takes you down to, and then you just kind of walk out.
Disembark.
It was a really, really good cruise. I enjoyed it so much.
I'm glad that we had gone on Royal Caribbean first so that I could compare it to a Disney cruise. And they're both fun, but
you get
different.
Sticker shock at the price, right? But then it's so you understand when you're on it why it costs what it does, because you get what you pay for.
And we're Disney people, so I knew we would love it regardless, but I was above and beyond, honestly. Like, it went above and beyond.
Yeah. Loved it so much. Highly recommend. Please like and subscribe. Check out our other cruise videos. We got more Christmas stuff coming up. Thank y'all so much.
We'll see you later.
Bye.